Hey, Paul here. So I did this previously when it comes to procrastination, but today I'm going to talk about overwhelm. And since it is Tuesday when I'm recording this anyways, maybe not when you're watching it, I'm going to go over the taco method on how to deal with overwhelm. So, when you have overwhelm, that means there's like too much going on and you have to figure out how to break it down into little bite-sized parts. So I came up with the taco, T-A-C-O method to kind of help you break everything down so you can get through all the parts and make things a little less daunting. So for the T on the taco method, you want to take it apart. So you want to simplify what is complex and see how you can, take it apart and then ask yourself, what would it look like if it was simple? So obviously, like when you look at it and you think it's this big complex thing, it's going to terrify you and make you like not want to do it, and then you'll end up procrastinating because of the overwhelm. But you need to break it down. And you're going to break it down into two different kinds of steps. Quick steps and concentrated steps. So the quick steps are pretty much anything that can be done within within 5 to 15 minutes. So very small little things, like you can bang them out, get them done, don't have to worry about it. Concentrated steps, on the other hand, are between 15 and 45 minutes. So obviously they're going to take a little longer to get done, but you can still break them down into smaller pieces. And note, if what the task is going to take 45 minutes or more, you're going to have to break that down into smaller tasks that you can do. So again, that particular task is not too daunting and you don't get overwhelmed by it. So A, actionize it. So for every task you have, you want to start however you want to write it with a verb. So if it's like, your first step is to say, go to the post office. You're not just going to write post office. You'll write go to the post office and pretty much say what you have to do there. So you don't have to think and waste time as to what post office meant if later on when you look at it, you forget. Like I just said that. Okay. And make sure that when you do set up the tasks, you do no more than 3 tasks at a time. Remember, you have to keep it simple. Do not overcomplicate it, or we're going to be back to the overwhelm. So C kind of stands for 2 things. The first one is create urgency. So you want to set a deadline in times to do this task by. So not like, I have to do this, in perpetuity. No, you have to do it by this time. It's got to be done. And the other part of C is containerize it. So you want to get your planner, which I've mentioned in previous videos. Planner is very important. Trust me. And even if you have a planner, make damn sure you use it, because I wasn't for a while and I was still all eh. So once you write everything down, it makes it a lot easier, because I actually wrote down in my planner to do this video. And then once you containerize it, you're going to have a start time and an end time. So when you go in your planner, you take it, and whatever color pen you have for that particular kind of task, you're going to block it out in your schedule as to do it between this time and this time. And remember, nothing longer than 45 minutes. And O stands for overcoming obstacles. So how are you fueling your overwhelm? What is causing it to be like that? Why are you making all the tasks so big? Just kind of think about it. Or one of the reasons is you think of, what would pop up, and then you're just making everything seem bigger than normal, and you're making yourself anxious. I've been there, done that. Trust me, it's not fun. So you got to figure out, what will distract you. And I hate to say it, but, scrolling through social media and watching videos like this, even though this video is very good for you, make sure you're not just wasting time with it and you're actually taking notes or going to follow the advice in it and not just wasting time so you don't have to do the task at hand. And stop with the negative self-talk. It's like you are responsible for that. Like there's no other reason for that. It's like make it positive. Like reframe what you're talking to yourself about. It's like don't say you have to do it. Say you get to do it. Like I didn't say I have to do this video. I was like, yes, I get to do this video and I get to wear one of my cool t-shirts, of which I have 500 plus of, and I get to have, you know, Baby Yoda behind me, like watching me as I do it. So what else? Oh, so remember, you control it. Like it does not control you. You can take whatever you have and break it up into the parts that you need to keep everything simple and easy to do so you don't get overwhelmed. So if you have any other questions on how to deal with overwhelm, procrastination, or pretty much how to like set up your day and plan everything to make it so it's easy for you to get stuff done throughout the day, we can set up a complimentary coaching session. You can do that by either leaving a message in the comments, or you can personal message me if you want it to be a little more personal. Or if you're finding this in a place where you can't do that, my email will be somewhere around this video. So until next time, this is Paul F. Sweat, Certified Personal Trainer, signing off. Train smart, train hard, train safe, train to sweat.